Hello, welcome to Arsenal Studios. This is Learning English with Movies. In this video, we will talk about one of my favorite comedies, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. We will also practice using modal verbs of ability. If you're new here, the goal of this channel is to help intermediate English language students practice and improve their English skills by using movies as the main topic. If you like our content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The 2010 action comedy Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, based on the cult graphic novel series, was co-written, produced, and directed by Edgar Wright. It stars Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim, a lazy musician who is vying for a record deal while fending off the 7 evil exes of his new girlfriend Ramona Flowers, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Vying, or to vie, means to compete eagerly with someone in order to do or achieve something. Fending off, or to fend off, means to defend or protect yourself from something or somebody that is attacking you. English director Edgar Wright began his directing career by working on independent films and TV shows. In 1999, Wright directed the sitcom Spaced, starring longtime collaborators Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Spaced means disoriented or unaware of one's surroundings. In 2004, Wright directed the zombie comedy Shaun of the Dead, starring Pegg and Frost, in his first film in Wright's Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy. The other films in the trilogy are 2007's Hot Fuzz and 2013's The World's End. Fuzz is a slang word for police or policeman. Wright has also directed the action drama Baby Driver, as well as the psychological thriller Last Night in Soho. Canadian actor and musician Michael Cera has played a variety of characters on television shows, including Arrested Development. He has also appeared in hit comedies such as Superbad, Juno, and This Is the End. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is an American actress and singer. She started her acting career working on soap operas and TV shows. A soap opera is a series of television or radio programs about the lives and problems of a particular group of characters. Her most memorable film roles include the comedy Sky High, the supernatural horror film Final Destination 3, and the superhero film Birds of Prey. The movie centers on Scott Pilgrim, a 22-year-old bass player for his failing garage band. Failing or to fail is lack of success or the inability to meet an expectation. His bandmates, roommate, and his younger sister all disapprove of him dating Knives Chow, a 17-year-old high school student. His only excuse is that he's still not really over his last girlfriend and considers himself to be in a mourning period. Mourning period is the time you take after death to reflect on it, come to terms with it, and readjust your life. One day, Scott meets Ramona Flowers, the girl of his dreams, and falls head over heels in love with her. Head over heels means to be madly in love with someone. Scott starts hitting on Ramona despite the fact that he's still dating Knives and that his friends believe her to be out of his league. Hitting on or to hit on someone means to make sexual advances towards someone. Out of someone's league means someone or something is too good or expensive for someone to have. Before he could break up with Knives, Scott is attacked by Ramona's ex-boyfriend Matthew Patel at the Battle of the Bands concert. To break up means the ending of a personal, especially a romantic relationship. After defeating and scaring off Patel, Scott discovers that he still needs to take on Ramona's other 6 evil ex-boyfriends before he can date her. To scare off means to cause someone or something to go away and stay away because of fear or because of possible trouble or difficulty. The next 3 evil exes are Lucas Lee, played by Chris Evans, a Hollywood actor and skateboarder, Todd Ingram, played by Brandon Routh, a vegan superhero, and Roxy Richter, a lesbian ninja. If that wasn't enough, Scott also battles his own ex-girlfriend, pop diva Envy Adams, played by Brie Larson, who dumped him years ago. Dumped is where one partner ends the relationship when the other still wanted to stay together. Despite his past failed relationships, Scott thinks of himself as a lady killer, despite the facts to the contrary. A lady killer is a charming man who's very attractive to women. In order to practice your listening skills, we will now take a look at a clip from the movie. Pay special attention to the following key vocabulary, as well as the intonation and pronunciation. Before we watch the clip, I would like to invite you to check out my online course at Thinkific. The Learning English with Movies course was designed for intermediate English language students who love movies and filmmaking. You can practice your English reading and listening skills, learn your key vocabulary and grammar, and confirm your comprehension with fun quizzes. The Learning English with Movies Kindle ebook is also available from Amazon. For more information as well as fun and useful tips and recommendations, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now let's get back to the video.
What about Ramona Flowers?
You know her? Tell me now.
She just moved here, got a job at Amazon, comes into my work.
Does she really?
Didn't you say she just broke up with someone?
Did she really?
That huge fight or whatever?
Did they really?
Yes, but I didn't want Scott to know that, Steven.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that girl.
Scott, I forbid you from hitting on Ramona, even if you haven't had a real girlfriend in over a year.
Hey, whoa. Scott's mourning period is officially over. He's totally dating a high schooler.
Dating a high schooler is the mourning period.
Just got a point.
I thought you guys broke up.
I don't want you scaring off the coolest girl at my party, Scott. We all know you're a total lady killer wannabe jerky jerk.
It's completely untrue.
That time with Lisa?
That was a misunderstanding.
That time with Holly?
That wasn't what it looked like.
That time you dumped Kim?
Okay, me and Kim are all good now, all right?
Whatever. Ramona's out of your league. Let's just leave it at that. Besides, I'm not even sure she did have a big breakup. She keeps mentioning some guy named Gideon.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about that girl.
Forget it, Scott!
Now let's practice some useful grammar structures. Modal verbs of ability. When talking about abilities in the present, we use can or can't. Example, Scott Pilgrim can play the bass guitar. Envy Adams can really sing. Scott can draw very well. When talking about general abilities in the past, we use could or couldn't. Example, Scott couldn't play the bass guitar until he took lessons. He could talk to girls before meeting Ramona. When talking about specific abilities in the past, we use was able to or couldn't. Example, Scott was able to find Ramona after the party. The evil exes couldn't defeat him. When talking about abilities someone had in the past but didn't use, we use could plus have plus past participle. Example, Scott could have broken up with knives after meeting Ramona. The band could have come to the concert earlier. When talking about general abilities in the future, we use will or won't be able to. Example, Ramona will be able to date Scott after he fights her evil exes. The band won't be able to sign a record deal until they get better. When talking about specific abilities in the future, we use can or can't. Example, I can help you win the fights tomorrow. I can't play at the Battle of the Bands this weekend. Thanks for watching. Have you seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? What other Edgar Wright movies have you seen? What other cult comics would you like to see adapted into a movie? Write down your thoughts in the comments below.